Hey everyone, welcome. In today's pick a card reading, I am asking messages from your higher self for guidance in your life right now, okay? So this is important information that will really help you get clarity, get a sense of direction, get some answers. So your higher self is that part of you that is your wise, divine self, okay? And I know it might seem a little strange that there's different parts that exist for ourselves, but in reality we are multidimensional beings. And like Sarah or James, like these names that we have, these identities, they're actual experiences we're having, but we are at the core a multidimensional being, and there are many different aspects of ourselves, and one of those aspects is our higher self. And our higher self, when we learn how to connect with that aspect of ourselves, we get so much clarity and we get so much guidance and to make the right choices that will really align us with the path of well-being and happiness and success. And real quick story, this is interesting. So I record my dreams, and I had a dream about two people in my life who I had at that time, sort of like tension. And in my dream, they were super tall and they were so kind. They were so different than their normal self. Not to say that they don't have, they're not kind, but there was just a little bit of a tension and conflict. But in the dream, they were so kind, they were so loving, and they were super tall. And I was like, what does that mean? And then I realized that was their higher selves, okay? But our higher selves, you can imagine it like your best friend, your extremely wise, divine self that really wants to help you out on this earth journey, okay? So, one more thing I'm getting from spirit that they want me to tell you is, we look around ourselves and we see what we perceive as physical reality. And that is things we can see with our eyes and hear with our ears, but it's very limited. It's just a really tiny little part of reality. There's so much more to reality in the invisible realm and the non-ordinary reality. And in that space, we have so much support, you guys. We are not alone, okay? We have our higher self, we have our angels, we have our spirit guides. There's so many beautiful beings, that want to help us and support us if we tune into that help. All right, so now we're going to go and look at our groups here. So we have 5 groups to choose from. This will be group 1 and this is group 5. And there's a crystal with each group that I will show you. Okay, this is yellow jasper. This one is carnelian. Tiger's eye. I believe this is angelite. It's cool. It kind of looks like a shark's tooth. And pyrite. So it's a good idea maybe to just take a few deep cleansing breaths and then, set the intention in your mind. I want to know what my higher self wants to tell me right now. And then see which one you're drawn to, okay? And just really, whatever works for you, just go with your gut instinct and you'll be fine. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what your higher self wants you to know. Welcome back, group 1. So you guys chose the yellow jasper, this group. So we are asking for your higher self to come through and give you some support and to give you some answers and help right now, all right? So let's see what your higher self has to say. So we have water elemental. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life, okay? So your higher self is coming through and saying, listen, I know you're going through some changes. You might be going through some rough patches, but the way you go through it is to really listen to your gut instinct. Listen to those intuitive nudges, because that's allowing you to flow in the right direction. Another thing your higher self is saying is trust your emotions, okay? How do you feel about a situation? Does it feel good? Does it feel right? Are you in alignment? If so, follow in that direction. If something feels off, if there's a red flag, Your higher self is like, listen, that's there in place to tell you that this is not the right way for you. So really trust your emotions right now, okay? Healing the past. I step into my future with strength and clarity. This is reassurance from your higher self that whatever you're going through right now, it's a period of healing. It's a period of healing some traumas in the past, some pain that I feel like you might not even have been consciously aware that it was still affecting you. But with the roots in this picture, it was there. It was like always under the surface of your conscious mind, things that hurt you from the past. And it's like right now, it's like beautiful things are growing and finally healing is coming through for you, okay? So hang in there. It's like a beautiful shift is about to come for you. And Spirit is like, it's really time to clear your mind, to clear any cobwebs and gunk, anything that's holding you back. Yeah, and reclaim your art, okay? So your higher self is like, you know, like it's interesting because I said clear the cobwebs and then we have like a broom here. It's like you need to make room in your, well, maybe I shouldn't say you need to, but Spirit's like, Spirit and higher self is like you really want to create space in your life where you do things that you get excited about, that you're passionate about, creative pursuits, whether that's playing the guitar or getting your ballet shoes or getting, you know, roller skates or painting or writing. It's like anything like that, things maybe you did as a child that, or you did a few years ago and you love to do, but then certain things happen in life and you got kind of, you know, stuck in that sort of energy of like maybe sorrow or, you know, things like that. Maybe you got too busy and it's like you put away things that really make you feel alive and happy, and it's time to reclaim those things, okay? So now let's get some more messages from your higher self. And I'm also feeling like a big way to heal for you guys is to shift your attention and your energy to things that bring you joy. So instead of kind of like worrying or just kind of replaying scenarios in your head, it's like go play the piano or go for a walk in nature or do something artistic, do something creative. And that's going to really shift your energy into this new, fresh, healing energy. So we have 7 of Cups. I love this deck. It's so beautiful. So I'm going to pull out 3 and then I'm going to look at the messages. Five of Staves, which is 5 of Wands. And 6 of Cups. Okay. Just look at these cards. So the first thing that popped out is there are many different options for you at this moment that can bring you fulfillment, okay? And it's like there are many positive paths forward is what I'm seeing. You know, sometimes you get the vision of like, well, you know, if you go this way, then there may be delays. But what I really feel for you guys is like you have so many different positive potentials, okay, in this quantum field. And your higher self wants you to know that. And they're telling you choose the pathway that brings you the most love, that brings you the most happiness, okay? And I'm also getting the message of collaboration. And this is twofold. I'm getting 2 energies here. For the first energy, this is something related to work, a creative project, a goal, where there has been conflict there, where there's been disagreement. Your higher self is telling you this requires some like team effort. This requires some advice from others. This requires further education, further higher learning to allow you to get through these road bumps. And for some of you, like what's coming through is maybe there's somebody who might be misusing their power in a relationship, and you know, the reason I get that is this shadow and this person standing tall. And I'm getting the image, it's like you focus on what you're good at, you focus on your talents, your gifts, on going forward in the things that you want to accomplish and achieve. And like with this person's head down, like you focus on you, okay? And things will work out where there's conflict or disagreement. So that's the first energy. The second energy is in terms of love or romance. Where there's been conflict, I feel like you need to take a stance. You need to take a leadership role. And the way you do that is asserting yourself and standing true to who you are. And with this person holding their staff, it's like standing your ground, but making sure you don't let your ego take charge, but instead take your light with, you know, your power through your truth, take charge. And then with the Six of Cups, this is like the soulmate card. But in this deck, I'm getting one, like the message of learning and apprenticeship. So, you know, again, this person is reading and there's this wise person. And I almost feel like this is you. So you've learned a lot, okay? You have been through some experiences. And I feel like you finally have gained some knowledge that will really help you make the right choices. For a long time, I feel like you were seeking and seeking, and it's like you have your own book in your hand. And it's like really time to trust yourself in making the decisions related to love, related to emotional fulfillment. So really trusting yourself and making the right choices, especially with romance, okay? Your higher self, yeah, okay, so this is what's coming through. Okay, so this is like your higher self here, and this is you. And your higher self is like, yes, grasshopper, you have really learned a lot. You have really gained the tools necessary to go forward. You have closed the chapters for those things that have, you know, served its purpose. It's like you're wise, like trust yourself. That's what your higher self is telling you. You know, you're a wise, beautiful being. You know, this is like your story, this experience. It's really dependent on what you want and which direction you want to go. So assert yourself, assert your will, set the intention of what it is that you desire in life, and then see the magic, see things light up for you, okay? And they will light up like, you see, this is sort of like, it almost looks like it's suspended, but it's like, this is the message that these miracles, these things that will light up will happen in such beautiful ways once you believe yourself and set the intention of what you want. Wow, those are nice. Okay, so let's pull out a few more cards. Okay, so keep shuffling is what I heard. All right. So we have Three of Action. Things are working out beautifully now that your ship has come in. It's time to decide what your next big project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your successes or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. Yeah, so this is really focusing on a project, a goal that you have. Like, what is it that you're wanting to build? Your higher self is saying it's time to make a decision where you want to go. It's really up to you is what they're saying, okay? And they're like, you have many options again with the Seven of Cups, and you may choose to continue to build upon your successes or move on to something entirely different. So your higher self is saying things are working beautifully. There's a lot of beautiful energy supporting you right now, but it's like, I feel like you've been kind of unsure, uncertain, and there's been sort of like which way do I go, and sort of a halt in making decision. But your higher self's like, make a decision, come on, it's going to turn out beautifully. And for some of you, you may be traveling overseas or to a new location, but your higher self is like, trust it, it's leading you to where you want to go. Cave, retreat. Okay, so there are some instances or situations in your life where you need to take a time out, where you need to maybe, like if there's a social gathering, if there's somebody there, where you just don't like their vibe, or if you're invited to an event and it's just like, I'm not sure if I want to go, and you just feel like you need to recharge, your higher self is like, trust that. You know, it's really important for you to just take some breathers and just to spend some time where you just kind of recharge your energy, okay? Always trust that in your body when it's telling you that. So your higher self is wanting for me to ask you, where do you need to retreat in some aspects or situations in your life? Trust that, okay? Ground yourself. Wow. And look at the roots here. And then we have the roots here, which came out. So yeah, it's really important to do meditation, where you do like root chakra meditation, or if you meditate, this is what I usually do. I feel like roots coming out of my feet and grounding deep within earth or Gaia. And I ask Gaia to please help ground my energy. And then you envision like energetic roots coming from your feet and going deep within the core of Gaia, and then just really anchoring your energy. Also eat really grounding foods. And so you're like, what is grounding foods? So like things of the root chakra, things that are red, like pomegranates or apples, things that grow within the earth, like potatoes, things like that. That's coming true. But really ground your energy. So do grounding meditations, walk barefoot on earth. Your higher self is saying that's going to really calm and stabilize your energy, and that's going to be really helpful for you to make clear decisions. All right, so now I think let's pull out one last card from here, and then we're going to look at some charms, which I forgot to mention in the beginning. So this is a message that I'm asking your higher self to give you of somebody else in your life where you just want to know how they're thinking or feeling, okay? And it's from the Hidden Truth Oracle. I know that I crossed the line with you. Okay, so your higher self is tapping into the higher self of somebody else. It's like the higher self club. So they have the connections. And this is someone in your life who knows they've done wrong. They know that they crossed a boundary with you that was not right. It was not okay. So they feel it, even though they may not show it, or they may, it's like they feel guilty. They feel like they messed up in some way with you. And so this is going to apply differently, you know, for you guys watching, but this is just to let you know that if you're like questioning yourself, like maybe you're being too harsh, or like if you're looking at the situation in a wrong way, your higher self is like, no, you're seeing it with strength and clarity. It's like this person, whoever it is, they did something that was not right. They definitely crossed a line that they shouldn't have had, and you are in the right of this, okay? So feel good about yourself, focus on you, and ground yourself, and don't be pulled into other people's storms. All right, so now let's look at our charts. Look, you guys, I put it close to the candle and it kind of smoked my crystal ball. I have to clean that. So we have a watermelon slice, and it was on the cave, and the Two of Cups. All right. So the message that I'm getting is, you know, the watermelon is sweet and juicy. It's a really nice feeling, like a summertime feeling, but it was in reverse. And it's like when you don't feel like you are being respected or honored, or people are not seeing your worth or your sweetness, like the beauty that you have, if you don't feel like that's being honored in any situation, group one, you need to retreat, okay? You need to do your thing. You need to step away from those situations. That's what your higher self really wants you to know. So Two of Cups energy, whether this is in a romantic relationship, a family relationship, relative, work, whatever it is, if you're not feeling like you're being honored or your worth is being valued, you need to retreat and step away from that situation, okay? And you need to do what feels good to you and be around people who support you. Look at this. We have the Dalmatian on Reclaim Your Art. And because it's upside down, I feel like sometimes you're like wondering, where's the fun in my life? With the Dalmatian, a really fun, free-spirited, beautiful spotted dog, and this embodies freedom and fun, okay? And it's like you're searching for that, and your higher self is like, it's the things that you enjoy to do. It's your art. It's these inherent like desires and gifts and talents that you have, things that make your soul feel free through your artistic expression. Pick it up again. It's things you did a while back. It could be music, it could be writing, it could be anything. Building, maybe you like to build with like Legos when you were younger, or maybe you like to build like paper dolls. It's like things that I think about. Just, you know, start doing that again. That's what your higher self really wants you to do. And we have this like little flower blooming on the Seven of Cups. You know, it's like whatever option you're going towards. To me, this is saying like love is blooming. I also feel like a divine, like soulmate relationship occurring. It's like where maybe for some of you who have been in separation, like you guys are finally coming and meeting in the same cup of love, okay? So that's coming through right there. This sort of coming together with this Two of Cups energy, okay? This love finally coming into manifestation in your physical 3D reality. Now we have the daily balance slip, and it was in reverse with the Five of Staves. And this charm right now is like about your finances, your career, where there's been bumps, where there's been hiccups or tension. It's like, you know, keep going forward is what I'm getting. Keep focusing on what you're good at, and things will come together for you, okay? That's what your higher self is saying. And when you know when you need to step up and take the leadership role, do not hesitate, go for it, because that's going to open some doors of opportunities for you, okay? You will be noticed, you will be recognized for your efforts, and that's going to allow like new doors for you to open. But in the meantime, excel at what you're doing right now, okay? Like focus on that. All right, so let's look at some more charms. So we have spirits, owl, and shapeshifter raven. All right. With the spirits and the owl, this is your higher self saying, like, you have the wisdom of the owl. You have the eyes of the owl. The owl can see things very clearly at nighttime. They can see things that others cannot. And your higher self is saying that this is your gift. This is your power. This is your medicine. And to trust it, to trust your intuitive insights that are coming through. With the shapeshift and raven in reverse, this is telling me that, you know, there are some people around you who may appear a certain way, but it's like almost sort of like a facade. And your higher self is like, that's okay. This is not to scare anyone. That's okay. That's normal for everyone to have those type of people in their life. But it's like you need to trust yourself. You need to really see, like, do I really trust this person? Do I really get good vibes from them? Or do I feel like something is off? And your higher self is like, if you really feel that, retreat, step away from it. And that's all. It's easy peasy, okay? It's nothing to be afraid of. There are all sorts of people that are different points in their life journey that are learning things. And we just need to honor ourselves. We need to surround ourselves with people and situations that encourage us, that love us, that support us. We don't want to be around like jerks or people who have their own storms brewing. We just want to be like, all right, I wish you the best, and I'm going to focus on what brings me joy, okay? So your higher self really wants you to know that, group one. So finally, actually no, let's do two more types of charms. So we have this like little person raising their hand, and they're not really sure what to ask. Look at this, and like two people coming together. You know, where there has been conflict or separation with anyone in your life, This could be romance. For a lot of you, it will be romance. For others of you, it's with family, work, things like that. There's definitely going to be reconciliation, especially when both sides are heard, hearts are open, and intentions are for resolution. That's what's going to come through, okay? So rest assured. And for those of you who are wondering like what to ask, how to go forward, your higher self is again like, trust yourself. You are a wise person who has acquired a lot of knowledge and wisdom in your life, okay? The owl represents wisdom. Trust yourself, okay? You are being guided in the right direction when you trust your intuition, when you reclaim those things that you love to do that bring you joy. Things will completely set sail for you, okay? And for those of you who have allowed certain people to take advantage of you or hurt you, and because you have such a kind heart, you've allowed them to come back, your higher self is like, if some people, they need to learn how to change on their own. It's not your responsibility to fix others, okay? Because when you do that, sometimes you become unstabilized, and it's really important to now focus on really clearing the energy within and around you, and to clear out any people or situations who are not there to support you. All right, group one. So those are your messages. I loved it. I wish you guys the absolute best, and I'll see you next time. And I'm sending you guys lots of love. Bye. Welcome back, beautiful group two. So we have the carnelian crystal here. I just washed my hands, so I'll just kind of dry it. All right, so we're gonna see what messages your higher self wants to bring to you. All right. So we have Earth Angel. I am a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on here. This is confirmation from your higher self telling you that you are a beautiful, loving, compassionate person who really cares for all life on Earth. And it's like your role to protect Mother Earth and all who live on there. And I don't want you to get overwhelmed with that. So that could be as basic as like literally seeing a piece of like litter on the ground and picking it up and throwing it away. It's like you care, and like that is like you serving your purpose. Or loving animals, wanting to, rescue like dogs from a shelter. It's like there's so many different venues to take on this like stewardship, but it's like, you may be asking yourself like, like these are the things that I care about, and your higher self's like, yes, that's part of who you are. You're this beautiful earth angel who cares for Earth and also the beings, like other human beings. And it's like you have this universal perspective of caring for others, and there's something that you can serve to help others on Earth. Breaking barriers. I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. So this is beautiful. Your higher self is like, you are the type of person who will break any sort of boundaries, barriers, fault lines. I feel like you have a really important purpose to shatter old paradigms of division and separation. And this is twofold. Like this is something I feel like really big and global, to be honest. Like you have something that you will create or do or just be in your nature, your presence, that really dissolves any illusions of separation. And it's such a beautiful thing. You remind others of the oneness that we all are. And another thing is just within yourself. It's like you're breaking firewalls, barriers within your mind, like limiting beliefs. You're expanding into a new realm, and it's bringing you a lot of joy, okay? So your higher self is like, what is holding you back? Like what wall is in front of you that you really need to like plunge through and break free? Celebrate you. Look at that. It's so beautiful. This is like, however like way you feel different, like you feel like you may be eccentric or unique, your higher self's like, yes, that's awesome. Like take off the mask. Don't worry what other people will think of you or judge you, because like other people wear masks, but you don't. You trust yourself, celebrate yourself, because you're going to inspire others to do the same. Dance your beautiful dance, sing your beautiful song, celebrate who you are, and you're gonna allow others to waken up, okay? Because a lot of people are afraid to be their true self because they fear judgment, right? I was reading something where it said like the greatest fear people have is the fear of what others think of them. And I feel like you're going to really just like step out of your comfort zone, and you're gonna step into a new, like, beautiful, free zone where you will be comfortable in your own skin, and you're just gonna start really speaking who you are from the core of who you are, and you're gonna have fun with it, okay? So we have 5 of sacred circles, King of staves, and 8 of staves. Okay, so lots of wands energy there. Let me just shift this here, and I'm gonna study this and see what your higher self wants you to know. Yeah, this is like, to me, this is like the crowd, and then this is you. And, you know, I feel like it took you a lot, like these like footsteps in the snow, to step away from the crowd and finally learn how to be happy with yourself, be happy in your own skin, and to really like not be afraid of just being you, really, okay? Of celebrating yourself. And there were periods where you felt a little bit isolated or a little bit estranged from others. And it's like you're finally coming into this place where it's like you found your comfort area, not in the sense where it's like you're afraid to venture out, but it's like you're comfortable with who you are and you don't really care what others think of you. And it's like coming to with your soul tribe and connecting with others who get you and not feeling so left out or so different, you know? With the King of Staves, yeah, I feel like, you know, your higher self is telling you like this is who you are. You're this really courageous, brave spirit and soul. And you can do anything you want. You can conquer anything you want. You have this fire about you that's very special, that burns very, very bright. Very attractive energy is what you have. People are drawn to you. And it's like, you're not this, like I'm getting a really grounded, strong energy that you have. This stable energy. And with this like sort of like cross, it's like, people know not to cross you, okay? And your higher self is like, be proud of yourself. Like you're a really strong, beautiful person, and you should really be proud of who you are, okay? You have this fire about you, this drive that people really get inspired by, okay? A really strong leader. With the 8 of staves, okay, I feel like there's a lot going on. Is what's coming through. This is typically, you know, the 8 of Wands. It's about travel, communication, like a lot of like sudden energy. But through this card, it's like there's some clutter there too, okay? Some of that clutter needs to be cleared out. So what is that, group 2? That's what your higher self is saying. Like, what is it that can be moved off your schedule, off of your to-do list, off of the mental chatter? Like, clear that out, and there's going to be some really beautiful sudden new energy coming through, some communication, some messages, okay, that will be really helpful for you in having new opportunities, whether that's in relationships or work or your passions. All right, so let's see what else we get. Let's pull out some more cards. Your higher self is basically saying bravo. Like, you've come a long way, and it wasn't easy with this 5 of Pentacles, but it's like you finally reached this place where you feel good with where you're at. And for those of you who are like, well, I'm not sure, it's like your higher self is trusted, okay? Because you just need to enter that space. It's like you're right there. So we have the Trickster, the Challenge, okay, that's in reverse. And I'm going to pull out a couple more cards and then I'll get into this. Healer of Thought. It's time to clean up your life. Oh my goodness, you guys, that's what we picked up from this, right? I get so excited when I see these like synchronicities from your higher self and from spirit. Get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. You or another person involved in the situation is wise, insightful, and caring, has a wonderful sense of humor, and offers a lot of life experience. Again, your higher self is like, the way you heal your energy and your mind is to release anything or anyone or any situation that's really kind of extra in your life, that's really taking up space and it doesn't need to be. Okay, so what is that? Which people take from you but don't give back? You need to distance yourself, is what your higher self is saying. And with the trickster challenge energy, like, two different energies is coming through. One is actually people in your life who you feel really challenged by, who are not honest, who say one thing and mean another thing, and who are just not really authentic people in your life, and you feel challenged by. And you know, your higher self is like, it's time to basically walk away from the situations, okay? And another thing is where you have feel challenged. This is the second energy where you feel like, gosh, like that, I wish that hadn't happened, and that's really halted me in my plans and my dreams, and I feel really delayed and stuck, and you're just kind of in that mindset of like regret, or I wish it didn't happen. Your higher self's like, no, no, no. Actually, through this trickster energy, through this thing where you thought it was a bad thing, it actually led you in the better path forward. It's actually a blessing in disguise, and you just have to trust how that's going to unfold, okay? All right, so let's pull out another card. Higher self. Meditate. All right, so there we go. Take some time to meditate. For some of you, if the weather is nice, you know, step outside and do some meditative walks. But your higher self is like, listen, I'm really trying to connect with you. I'm going to show you the golden path, the way of healing with this diamond in the heart. I'm going to really help you. That's what your higher self is telling you. Meditate, connect with me. That's how we connect, okay? So your higher self is really coming in strongly because, of course, your higher self loves you. It wants the best for you. But we need to connect with it, you know? We need to tune into the messages from our higher self. Meditation is really great. Meditation can take many different forms. It could literally be like you sitting in the lotus position, closing your eyes and breathing. It could be you listening to YouTube meditations. It could be you taking like calm walks, or just, you know, sitting on your couch and just calming your mind and taking a few deep cleansing breaths, okay? But just really quieting your mind, calming your soul, and then just tuning into this other awareness, to this other realm where insights can come through. All right, so for this part of the message, I asked your higher self to give a message from somebody else's higher self, okay? This could be anybody in your life that you're thinking about right now, and we're going to ask for a message from them. Just being near you is intoxicating. Wow, okay. So this is somebody else in your life, and this person really, I feel like, is crazy about you. They feel like inebriated around you. They really, oh, there's a plane going by. They really feel like you bring them to life. There's something about your energy, your presence, that truly is intoxicating to them. So this may be someone who completely is not showing it, okay? They could be very well wearing a mask, or there's several people around you who see your potential, who see your drive, who see your beauty shine, and they may not show it. For some of you, this could be people who you may even be at odds with, who you think doesn't even, you know, like care about you or see you in this light, but they do. For others of you, it could be people who really have a crush on you, or who love you, who haven't spoken it. But whatever it is, there's definitely people around you who see your shine, who see your absolute beauty, and they know there's something very unique about you. All right, so that is nice to know that, right? All right, so now we're gonna pull out some charms. And for some reason, Spirit told me to show this to you guys right now. So your higher self wants you to know this is a Lumerian crystal. So for some of you, that's going to be something special, something you might want to look into. It's a Lumerian wand is the designation that I'm told to tell you. Oh, only 2 charms. And they want me to put this here for you. Okay. So we have a star and we have a caterpillar. Oh, wow. This is telling me for quite a long time, like you were kind of learning and growing and sort of in that really period of cocooning, of just really coming into yourself and trusting yourself. And for quite a while, I feel like maybe you sometimes didn't trust in yourself. Maybe you lacked a little bit of self-confidence, and it's like you've really grown, like you've outgrown that stage, you've bursted out of the cocoon, you've become the butterfly, you've become this more secure, grounded person, and you trust and believe in yourself. And it's through the challenges that you've gone through with this landing on the 5 of sacred circles. It's like through those challenges, again with this energy, it's like although you may have seen it as blocks and delays, your higher self's like, those are put in place to lead you to your dreams, to lead you to your heartfelt wishes. Truly, that's what your higher self is saying. It's trying to tell you, like, you know, it's difficult for us through our human perspective to see how certain situations are actually helping us, even though they're so tough or painful and they really suck while we're going through it. But it like leads us to where we want to go. That will really make us happy and aligned, you know? All right, so let's see what else we have. Relationship and mating. Look at that. So to me, this is a coming together, a soulmate relationship, a relationship that's, oh, I'm sorry, there's like a plane going by, so let me just wait that that goes on by. Okay, there's a relationship that's gonna come, that's gonna be a much higher level of commitment. So definitely with the mating, you know, having babies, growing your family, you know, this is things that you want. Your higher self is like, trust it, it's coming into your reality right now. Yeah, and for some of you, it's also just saying it's really time to give birth to your dreams, okay? But yeah, really strong relationship message coming through, and deeper levels of commitment and growing a family, okay? If that's what you desire, that's coming for you 100%. Shine. Remember I said people can see your shine with the dragonfly, and it's upside down. So to me, that's saying for a long time you didn't really like know how beautiful and worthy you are. Like you didn't realize your own shine, your own fire, like how people are drawn to you, group 2, okay? It's because of your beautiful, generous heart, your grounded energy, you're strong. You've become really strong and stabilized is what I see. And there was definitely a cocooning period with the dragonfly, because, you know, in the beginning of its life cycle, it lives in the water, and then like after 2 years, it goes out and it, you know, it becomes a beautiful dragonfly with all the lights on it, all the beautiful shimmering reflected light that the dragonfly has. There's a magic about you, okay? And it's like you sometimes don't trust it, but trust that you have magic, you have gifts, you have power and potential. Follow that through, okay? Believe in yourself. All right, and let's finish off with some last charm. Okay, so this to me is leaving behind any emotional baggage, any clutter. Especially with this, it's time to clean up in the 8 of Staves. Once you do that, once you drop that heavy load down the trash chute and you're like, I'm not dealing with it, just let it go, then what will come through is a bundle of abundance, okay? A bundle of joy. And when I say bundle, that actually sounds very closed off, but it's symbolic. It's like an overflow of abundance of what you desire. It's going to come through. money is what I felt like I call it. So like like bundle of like golden nuggets and coins, like a big treasure's coming through. But you gotta clear out some stuff in your life. And yeah, your finances really coming through. And there's like 3 little asterisks, but it reminds me of 3 stars, like 3 big wishes coming through, and then the potential for many more wishes. This is your higher self saying, believe in yourself. Your wishes are coming true, really. And you have room for more wishes and more desires with that little blank thing there, okay? But definitely finances and abundance coming really strongly. Your higher self is guiding you towards that. But they're reminding you to really celebrate who you are, stand in your authentic self. You're in a really strong position. Nobody can cross you, okay? You're protected 100%. Got to clear out anything that's no longer serving us and really step into who we were always meant to be, okay? Which is this beautiful earth angel. All right, beautiful people, that is your message from your higher self. Remember to meditate, okay? You're going to get some more guidance. And I will see you guys next time. I'm sending you all lots and lots of love. Bye. Welcome, group 3. So you guys chose the Tiger's Eye crystal. I've been listening to the song Eye of the Tiger for the past few days, and it's really pumped me up. All right, so we're asking your higher self to give you some guidance and messages. So let's see what they are. We have integration. I combine body, mind, and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. Wow. I feel like you're really getting a lot of downloads right now from your higher self, from different spiritual beings of love that are really giving you a lot of information. And I feel like you're getting glimpses into different realities, okay? So this may be coming through your dreams, but also just in physical reality. But there's really important messages coming through that need to come through right now in your life. It's like the message I'm getting from your higher self, it's certain activations that are happening in your DNA. And DNA is really important. It contains codes and information that are dormant, and then all of a sudden they get turned on, okay? And that's what's happening to you right now. So, you know, your higher self is like integrated. It's not some weird random situation that's happening. It's really powerful, beautiful energy and information coming through. There's a plane going by. Okay. So we have looking deeper. Deep within me is a majestic radiance. Yes. So again, this is like the same message, okay? To me, with these different colors, it's reminding me of your chakras. Your chakras are being activated. And it's really important to look into meditations, chakra meditations, and to energize those centers right now for you. Because like once your chakras are aligned, you're going to get a lot of information that's going to be really golden, okay? It's going to be treasures. They really will be. So it's going to help you in different aspects of your life, okay? You're going to get answers for your career, practical information, in love, and also in your purpose, like what you came here to do, okay? So your higher self is saying, really look deep within these messages right now. They're really important, okay? And trust them. Trust that they come from a deeper source and that they're guiding you in this beautiful new path forward. And I see this like little star here, like a shooting star, okay? It's leading you to your dreams with a shooting star. Decide the outcome. This to me is saying like they're telling you that you are the decision maker. You are a powerful being who can assert yourself, okay? Don't wait for certain things to happen. There's some situation in your life right now that it's ultimately dependent upon you, okay? And with this over here, I feel like this is a soul contract that you've been through recently, that you've really tied some loose ends, some things that you've been struggling with for a while. It's finally like you fulfilled that lesson, that soul lesson. And it's like the way you go forward, like the story of your life, it's like it's really dependent upon what you intend now going forward. So what do you want, group 3? Your higher self is like, this is your story. You're writing the narrative now, okay? You know, we live in this planet that seems all just physical 3D reality, but this is a fluid, magical, holographic universe, and you can manifest things from the unseen reality to the seen reality, and it's just dependent upon you as the author of your life, which way you want to go. All right, so let's pull out some more cards. I'm actually gonna pull down the Spirit's like, no, keep the window up, it's okay, you need fresh air. So let's pull out some more cards for you guys. I do apologize for any distractions, but the message I'm getting is it's okay. I guess it adds to the ambiance. Okay, so we have Princess of Cups. Okay. The High Priestess. Aren't these images so beautiful? I love like the artwork and all of these like decks, but this deck especially, it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more and then I'm gonna get into those. Oh my gosh, this is the not one of the cards, it's just like it gives you information. So it's this one, the Prince of Swords. So with the Princess of Cups, what's coming through your higher self, it's you see how her body position, it's kind of like slouched over a little bit. It's like things that have been in the subconscious with the mind, like limiting beliefs or wounds deep within you, within your shadow. It's time to rise from that. And the way you rise from that is to open your heart, offer your heart, okay? In some way you might have been holding back, but the way we want to approach situations is through love. And when we do that, a lot of beautiful things will grow for you, okay? So be open with your heart is what's really coming through here. You know, I feel like there's a lot of layers that you have on you that really need to, you just really need to take it off. It's almost like become naked, become vulnerable, become true to who you are, and don't let your fears hold you back, okay? You have a lot of love to offer. With the High Priestess, you see there's two scrolls here, and this is the scroll here came into mind, right? And your higher self is like, based on what I said and based on your intuition, to trust that there were certain things that were bothering you for a long time, and you were wondering if that's gonna always be in your experience. And they're like, nope, nope, you've learned, nope, nope, I said it twice. And there's like two big things. I feel like you've graduated, you've completed those lessons, and it's time for a new direction with this scroll. And I feel like it's full of magic and possibility for you, okay? And you know this in your gut, okay? There's certain things that have been completed for you, and it's like a sigh of relief, you know? But really trust your intuition, okay? It's right on the mark right now. It always is, but it's like, especially right now, it's very, very heightened. With the Prince of Swords, let me see what I'm getting here. This is don't hold back in what you believe, okay? Within your thoughts, if there were things you were thinking, ideas you had, just different visions you had, and you questioned them and you kind of put them back on the back burner, your higher self is like, it's time to release that and believe that and go in that direction. Integrate that into your physical reality with this integration card. It's time to plant it in this reality and to go forward and to speak what you believe, what you are. Don't hide yourself anymore, okay? Communicate what you need to. Express yourself the way you need to. The messages, ideas, thoughts you're having are clear. They're coming from your higher self, from spirit, okay? And it's gonna set you free once you do that with these birds in this beautiful background, okay? And to trust your emotions. I feel like your emotional body is calming. It's becoming more serene. Like once you do that, you're gonna feel calmer within. All right, I'm gonna pull some more cards for you guys, and then we'll do some charms at the end as well. Oh my goodness, okay. Just went all over the place. Okay, so I think they want me to pull out this one for this Princess of Cups. Oh my Lord, look at that. Shaman and completion. So let's pull out one more. And we have rattle and disperse. Okay, so a lot of shamanic energy coming through. And so what does that mean? It means that you have natural, very heightened spiritual gifts, okay? You are very like a medicine man or woman in modern times. You have healing potential. You see things others cannot. Your dreams are very vivid. They're there to guide you in life. Dreams are a place. They're a realm. They're an astral realm. You can go into the past and the future. You can see different potentials. You can go into your subconscious. It's more real than this waking reality. And you have gifts, okay? You have big time gifts, 100%. And with the shaman and completion, to me, like a shaman's life, they always have challenges and struggles. Like the call is always there, and the more you push it back, the more you deny it, the more uneasy you'll be until you accept the call of you being the spiritual person meant to guide others and yourself, okay? Did really loud playing there. So with completion, it's like, again, there's certain challenges, certain soul lessons that you have completed, but sometimes you doubt that, and your higher self is like, no, you did really good. That has been completed. Now is a new stage in your life. Those karmic cycles have ended, okay? There's new energy coming through. There's a new story for you, an exciting story, a new chapter. It's like heaviness being dropped, and you have the help of beautiful spirit guides all around you that are trying to connect with you, okay? But I do get the sense that sometimes you're like, do I still need to be in this energy? And your higher self's like, no, there's a new way forward, okay? So rattle and disperse. To me, this is like a rattle that's coming from high above, from source, and it's like divine intervention, and any sort of energy around you that was antagonistic, negative, sort of toxic, like certain patterns, like just around your soul path. It's like I get the image like spirit is like shaking that off. It's like divine intervention to clear that out for you, to clear that last bed of gunk and things that was sort of like around you in the periphery of your energy and your aura and your experience. And it has to happen because there's a bigger purpose for you right now, okay? You see how loud that was? That to me is confirmation, like this is greater than, anything. It's come here to clear out stuff for you because there's something bigger for you. There's something really big and important meant for you. I feel like this, okay, I hope I don't stress you guys out, but I feel like you guys are gonna make some big waves in this world in a positive way, to help out on earth. Okay, so 8 of abundance and inner strength, and I'm gonna read these. So the 8 of abundance is, this is a time of learning and honing your skills. You may feel inspired to go back to school, take seminars on topics that fascinate you, or educate yourself on the healing arts. This is a good time to change jobs or make a career move. The key to success is in the details. Monitor your projects carefully. Yeah, so you have definitely learned a lot, and this is going to be, the learning doesn't ever stop, right? But I feel like the message that's coming through is you're going to incorporate other practices in your life, okay? So I feel like incorporating spiritual practices, maybe like shamanic practices, things you hadn't really looked into before. Your higher self's like, take a look at that, learn about shamanism. Oh, you know what's so interesting? I actually, before I did this reading, I felt like spirit, my higher self, was pointing out a book, and it's called The Way of the Shaman. So I'm gonna actually pull it out to show you guys. Okay, That's why it was shown. Okay, so this is a good book to get started. I've just kind of looked through it. I've looked at different practices of Michael Harner, but he's really great in terms of like modern day shamanism. So this would be a good book to look at for you guys, okay, if you want to learn that. So that's came through there. And actually they want me to kind of like leave it here, so I'll put that there. And also for some of you, yeah, it's just, I was gonna say something, but then I got the message that higher self is like, trust yourself in terms of career decisions. Do what makes you feel good and happy, but also make time for your spiritual practice. Inner strength. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no. Yeah, this is, your higher self is like, trust yourself, trust your intuition. You're a very strong person, okay? Don't be afraid. If there's certain situations or people where you have to say no, you have the courage and strength to do that and follow through with that. But always trust your intuition, okay? Your gut. Does this feel right? Does this feel good? Is this what I'm supposed to do? I keep on getting this sort of feeling that this is supposed to happen. Trust that. And it differs from the thoughts of the mind, where the thoughts of the mind are just kind of like, but the intuition's kind of like calm and all over, and it's like you feel it within you. Yeah. There's a little fish on the cup there. It's like, go with your emotions too. Your emotions are guiding you, okay? So now let's look at couple more cards. Plan a vacation. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so crazy. Right, I was shuffling this and I was like, should I mention something again about the planes? And then like this card came out with the plane. Like for your group, there were so many plane noises. So for some of you, this is just kind of like a sign, like you guys will be traveling or take some time off. There's somewhere that you're going to travel, a destination. It could even be a road trip, okay? For some of you, it'll be a plane. Definitely for some of you, it'll be a plane. And there's going to be a lot of insights coming through that land, through that vacation, meeting somebody there, finding a book there, having a conversation with someone. It's going to turn on something within you, okay? So follow through for any vacation plans that you want. All right, so for this next part, we're gonna ask the higher self of somebody else in your life right now that is on your mind, that's affecting you, and we're gonna ask for a message that it's like a hidden truth, okay? So this is like the higher self club, so they have the connections, okay? So we're asking your higher self to get some messages from the higher self of somebody else in your life right now. I know I messed up everything, okay? So this is someone that you're thinking about, and this person knows that they did something wrong to you. They know they screwed things up. They honestly feel a little bit wretched inside. Even if they don't show it, they could, but they know they screwed up with you, okay? So it's really dependent on you, what you want to do with that outcome. But the reassurance is it's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault at all. And you feel happy with the decision that will bring you the most happiness and peace, whatever that may be, okay? And you have the strength to pull through any challenge, any heartbreak, okay? Just trust in your own beautiful courage and kindness to push you forward. Don't let anybody ever break you, okay? The people who hurt us, really, they can make us stronger, and that's what's happened to you, okay? You have become very, very strong. All right, so now let's go ahead and pull out some charms. Wow. Okay, let me just see everything here. So we have a cactus, and we have the Ace of Wands, Then we have this cauliflower. To me, this is like a natural, organic growth of your spiritual gifts, of you trusting in yourself. There's a lot of information coming through to you, and it's like, don't like force anything, or don't make it like weird. Let it happen organically, you know. Like these can be like little epiphanies or downloads when you're like at the grocery store, like buying a candy bar. You know what I mean? It's like, just let it flow organically is what's happening, okay? And I said candy bar when I have a vegetable, but like, you know what I mean? It's just, the message I'm coming through is, this isn't like some like weird, like crazy, like, oh, spiritual, intuitive. It's just like, it's part of life. It's beautiful. It's organic. It's natural. It's who we all are. And just trust what comes through is the message. And like, be at ease with it. Like, enjoy your life and flow with your intuition, okay? With the Princess of Cups, with the cactus in reverse, I feel like sometimes you guys have a tendency to, it's hard for you to open up, okay? Again, with the layers, like that's what I got with the Princess of Cups. It's like you have layers, you have walls up, you have your guard up, and sometimes it could be a little bit like prickly, like some people who do want to approach you, they don't know at times, but they do see your flowers on this little cactus, right? And your higher self is like, it's time to open up your energy with this Ace of Wands, this new energy of soul, of fire. It's time to like really stand tall, drop the heavy clothes, heavy layers, and open yourself up, okay? Believe that your soul, your heart, your body, your mind is beautiful and powerful and strong. You have a lot to offer, a lot to give, and open up your heart, okay? Don't let your fears consume you. You are bigger and stronger and more powerful than fears. Fears, you know what it stands for? False evidence appearing real. It's an illusion, okay? You are love, and your higher self, it's telling you this is a new chapter in your life, okay? Open up your soul. So then with this, we have the number 5. So 5 is important. 5 months, 5 days, the 5th, 5 o'clock, 555. Pay attention when those numbers come up. There's some significance there for you guys. 5 years, maybe the completion of a cycle that started 5 years ago, when you were 5 years old, like things like that, okay? That's important. But whatever it is, whatever number it's related, it's like any heavy energy associated with that, any illness, anything that's being dispersed, and that's through divine intervention. And also with this, it's reminding me of the pentagram banishment. It's like divine protection again. So you are so protected. It's like you're doing your thing, but besides that, your higher self, there's beautiful spirit beings, and there's source, there's prime creator that's really clearing out a lot of negative stuff that I feel like has been around for a few life journeys for you. This is a big shift that's happening in this life journey, okay? A lot of things that were like the snake around you, like negative, that's being dispersed. And it's like new, fresh energy with this Ace of Wands, okay? Super nice. All right. Another thing that just came through, there was a karmic cycle. Somebody in your life, a family member, a partner that has been playing out for many lifetimes. And they have done this pattern of messing up, okay? But it's finally coming to completion. But I feel like there is one last thing where it's like you need to free yourself. It's like that cycle has completed, but there's just like one little part. It's like you freeing yourself from your own fears, okay? All right. And the message that comes through right now is like spirit and your higher self is saying, well, you're probably wondering, how do I free myself from that? How do I free myself from my fears? And the message that I'm just getting right now is with this Ace of Wands, it's envision what you want. Envision this new life for yourself where you are writing this story yourself. Like, what do you want? Like, stop thinking about the darkness, the things that could go wrong, and think about the light, about the possibility. And then pave your way forward in that direction. And I promise you, things will just happen organically and you're just going to be like, wow, this is awesome, okay? All right, so now let's look at our final charm. So we have a rat, yeah, and it fell on the rattle and dispersed, which makes sense because like the snake. So anybody in your life who was pesky, annoying, betrayed you, just toxic, you are getting help from realms up high, okay? Like you have a lot of good people, a lot of good beings on your side. That's much greater than actually like human beings. I feel like, well, human beings are really great, but what I mean is like it's taking place on the top tiers, okay, where there's divine help coming through and just like clearing out these people and stuff. And like karma, also like people who have hurt you, it's like their karma is coming back to them, and through that it's they're getting cleared out of your space. All right, and then we have trees, and they look like they're in water or a swamp. So that's super interesting because yesterday I went to this beautiful river with my family. It was so healing, and there was trees like in the water. It was just, oh my gosh, I had the best nap after that. And because I saw this as either water or the swamp, I got both images. And this again is like your perspective, okay? In life. There's a plane going through. So you have all of this beautiful help. You have all of this energy being cleared out for you so you can step up and you can really shine and go in the way that you want forward. It's like you've completed things that had to be completed. Soul lessons, karmic lessons. And it's like the slate is become clean again, right? And but your higher self is like, it's still like you have free will. So do you want this tree? Do you want this new growth to occur in the swamp and the heavier emotions? Or do you want it to grow in the clear, beautiful water and just be this merging of water and earth and sky and like all the beautiful things that are possible? So your higher self is like, really, direct your thoughts, your intentions, your emotions to what you desire, what you want to grow, and that is what will grow for you. Because right now it's like a clean slate. You're writing the story. So what is it that you want to write? All right, and let's finally pull out some animal charms. Oh my goodness. Rat, industrious, and then we have visions and hawk, which was in reverse. Okay. So this message is twofold. One, again, the rat is synchronistic. It's anybody in your life who you felt was like a rat, who you felt like they presented themselves in a way where they were your friend and you trusted them and they cared for you. And then in reality, they were deceptive or dishonest and they hurt you, and you're like that hurt. Your higher self is like, listen, okay, you are strong. You have the inner strength. You are stronger than this individual. And look, you also have the cat by your side. That's like people around you who love you and support you, spirit guides around you who love and support you. You have a lot of protection and you have a lot of inner strength. It's like things are like 100% on your side, and you're favorable, whatever you're facing right now. And you have the courage to overcome any sort of rat-like people, okay? And you also have this cat who'll go after that rat, but you also have that inner strength, okay? So you are in a really strong, beautiful position. There's absolutely nothing to fear, okay? Everything is happening very beautifully and in your favor. With the visions and the hawk in reverse, it's like, this is you. You are the hawk. You have the hawk's energy, higher perspective, higher understanding. Set your visions high. Do not set your standards low, okay? When you are deciding the outcome of your life, when you are making choices right now, when you are directing the way that you want your life to go forward, Set your vision high, dream big, okay? Believe anything is possible. Look deep, deep within yourself and ask yourself, what do I want in this life journey? If anything and everything is possible, what do I want and how do I go for it? Ask yourself that and then trust the messages that come through. All right, those are it for you guys. I think it's a beautiful message. Really believe in yourself, trust into your intuition. It's definitely showing you certain things that you've completed right now, and there's beautiful fresh energy coming through. You're really being supported through source. We all are, but it's just like I feel like this beautiful energy is like funneling for you like a vortex, and you're like going into this like beautiful new portal, this new way of life. Okay, so I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Welcome back, group 4. So you guys chose the angelite crystal. There we go. All right, so we are asking for guidance and messages from your higher self. So we have balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that brings about balance. All right, so your higher self is wanting you to know that there have been recent where you feel like there have been challenges or obstacles, and it's all to align you into your true path with this beautiful zebra and all its stripes. It's like the light and the shadow. It's not like a bad thing. It's there for a purpose, and a huge balance is happening right now within your soul, within your mind, within your body, and to trust, okay? To trust what's going right now, because it's leading to really emotional fulfillment and balance. Renewing your life, radiant vitality is filling my life. Yes, I feel like there were things that took your energy and took your space within the mind, within your soul, within your aura, within your physical surroundings. And the situations and experiences you're going through right now, your higher self is telling you they are opportunities to drop the heaviness, to drop the clutter and the baggage, so you can have this renewed life, okay? And I feel like what's coming back is energy for you. I feel like there was energy taken from you, from vitality, something like that, where your mind, where your energy was almost like transfixed into this like globular debris. And it's like what's happening right now is so you can extract that energy out of your life, and you can reclaim the energy for yourself. Drop it. That's so interesting. Look, dropping the clutter. So what is it that you need to drop? This is so beautiful. Your higher self is giving you this confirmation, like, listen, beautiful things are happening. There's victory with his arms up. It's like you're in some way, you're ascending higher than some person or situation that's been holding you down. And you need to let go of things. And when you do that, when you finally release these things, these relationships, these situations, this baggage, it's like you finally are freeing yourself and coming into your true, beautiful self. All right, so let's pull out some more cards. It's like you're reclaiming soul. You're reclaiming this vibrancy, this excitement of life. But it really has to happen after you release certain things. Definitely releasing. So we have the 8 of Cups energy, the Ace of Cups energy, emotional fulfillment. That's what we picked up on. And the Queen of Swords. Wow. So I'm just going to shift this way. Let's see what comes through. So with the 8 of Cups, you're finally letting go of things that preoccupied you in a way that was not serving you. It was keeping you stuck. You just weren't happy there, and you're finally like, you know what? I'm through with it. I need to go find something new for myself. And it's like you're willing to go into uncharted territory. And it's like this new journey is taking place where you're searching for happiness. You're searching for that emotional fulfillment, and it's here for you, okay? Your higher self is like, there's so much beauty brewing for you right now, where you're going to really feel grateful for all the blessings, all the happiness and feelings of comfort deep, deep within your soul that's coming to you. For some of you, this could be a beautiful relationship, like that is true, that is love, that is romance coming for you, a resurgence of a past relationship, feeling really grounded and connected in your relationships with your family or friends, this renewal of trusting the people around you and feeling supported by those surrounding you, really feeling love, like that's coming into your experience, okay? And that's going to feel new to you because there was a lot of things and a lot of people that didn't serve you that you really had to learn how to release. With the Queen of Swords, this is your energy. This is your higher self. This is telling you like you are larger than life. And also what's coming through is like this image is your higher self. And you know, it's smiling, or she's smiling, not it, she's smiling. And there's like, I feel like this flooding of water through these islands, and it's happening through her energy, pushing it down, and she's smiling. So to me, that's saying where you feel like things were kind of beyond your control, or where you felt like things were like overflowing, and you're like, what the heck is going on in my life? Like, why am I going through these obstacles? Why am I going through these challenges? Like, can't I catch a break? And your higher self is smiling. And this isn't a smile. This is a smile of like, trust me, like certain things, this is I've put in your life path because I want you to awaken to yourself, to step into your power, to really become this version of yourself that's true and powerful and beautiful and confident. And that's like me doing that for you. So it's not like, you know, you have bad luck or like things are just going against you for whatever reason. It's I've put certain things in your pathway because this is leading you to become this more powerful, beautiful phoenix, okay? Wow, that was nice. All right, so now let's look at some more cards. Yeah, it's like the things that are happening, the dynamics that are changing in your life, the big shifts that are happening, it's all happening for you to release and drop anything that's no longer serving you, that was holding you back, okay? Because it's finally going to give you the courage to walk away from that and to go forward in search of what will bring you this fulfillment, this joy, this absolute love that makes you feel peace and ease at the core of who you are. Oh, so we have two come out. So we have make an altar and be still. All right, so this to me is just your higher self is like, listen, we need to have time to connect, okay? So for some of you, have like a little spot in your home, like a spiritual center where you can kind of ground yourself, calm yourself, still your mind. Because when you do that, then you can see things in a new perspective. It's kind of reminding me of the Hanged Man. It's like you'll get glimpses of what's happening behind the scenes because your higher self will show you that, where things seem like upside down, tipsy-topsy, like what's going on in my world, like the ground feels shaky beneath my feet. Like when it feels like that, when you meditate, when you quiet your mind, when you're still, you actually see like the stars, the hopes, the wishes, the things behind the scenes that are taking place, okay? So your higher self is just like, reserve some space, some time to connect spiritually and to quiet yourself, because I want to give you hope. I want to give you guidance. I'm helping you go find this emotional fulfillment, okay? I have this cup for you. I want you to get this cup, okay? Just trust me, connect with me. Great mystery, trust. Wow, that's so beautiful. Your higher self is letting you know that, like, sometimes if you see butterflies, or like if you're walking and like something catches your eye and you just get this sort of like understanding, like this feeling, this knowing, and it's like somebody telling you, like, pay attention to this. Your higher self's like, yep, that's me. I'm showing you things. I'm showing you little breadcrumbs that's going to lead you to this Ace of Cups. Trust it, okay? And the great mystery, like, trust these little clues that I give you in physical reality. I can appear anywhere and I'm helping you, okay? Trust those inner nudges. That's me is what your higher self is saying. Like right here, you see her waving. She's like, that's me. That's me helping you. That's me loving you. You are not alone. You are never, ever alone. Reminds me of a Michael Jackson song, who I absolutely love, and that's such a beautiful song to hear. Organization. Your plans are on target and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or seek out a mentor. All right, so there are things you wish to accomplish, okay? And sometimes you may not know how to go forward. You may get started, be excited about something, and then that kind of sizzles out for you. And your higher self's like, no. It's not like the ideas or the drive is not right. It's not good for you. They are. It's just that you need to ground it and you need to plan and organize. You need to set a sort of like a fluid schedule, okay? Because I feel like if we become too rigid in our plans, it becomes sometimes overwhelming. But then it's like if we don't have any plans, and it's like we don't make any steps, any progress, any goals. So look up different ways of organization on YouTube or books. Find what works for you. Make sure that it's balanced by creativity and logic, and set some organization. That's going to really help you push forward in life and push forward to follow your heart's dreams, okay? And it's like you're going to get so much abundance coming through in many different forms. But we do need to have a little strategy, have a plan, have a goal, sit down, write it out, maybe be like, in 3 or 4 months, I want at least to accomplish this. Do that, okay? That's going to really help you right now. Your higher self's like, get some planning going. All right, so this part of the message is your higher self asking the higher self of somebody else in your life right now to give a message. This is something that's a truth that's hidden, and we're going to see what is going to come out from somebody in your life right now that you're thinking about, somebody who's impacted you, something that you want to know, something that will help you, that your higher self wants you to know. I regret lying to you. Okay. So that's very clear as what's coming through. There's someone in your life who is feeling guilty, who's feeling regretful. They weren't honest with you. They didn't show how they truly felt, or they had too much fear and they just couldn't really be themselves, and they were afraid, and so they lied. They put on a mask, they put on a facade, and they're feeling bad about it. And it's just like they feel bad. That's it. I feel like they still need to kind of understand why they did this. But right now, the overwhelming emotion is like, gosh, like, why would I lie? Like, why did I do that? Yeah, so there you go. That's coming through. So now let's look at our charms, because I think I pulled out all of the cards. Yes, so we're going to pull out charms. So we have a moon and a star, a Saturn. Okay, so what I'm picking up with this right here, with the Saturn and the peace sign, and the moon and the star. Okay, so like the moon, this is so interesting. I love this message. So Saturn is like When I think of Saturn, I think of the ring. I think of sometimes like heavier energies orbiting you, or toxic energies, or challenges. The challenges that you've had, the struggles that you've had, your higher self is like, listen, I know it was tough and I know it didn't feel good going through it, but I put certain things in your place because, as crazy as it sounds, it's like through the moon, through the shadows, through the fears, hope comes through, strength comes through. It's like you had to go through those experiences in order to find peace, in order to find true peace, in order to be comfortable with who you are and step into who you are and to transform into this beautiful, stronger self, okay? Like, that's the mystery of life. It doesn't always make sense, but I'm your higher self and I'm telling you that, like, certain things that you went through that you're like, why the heck did I have to go through that? Like, that was so tough. Like, why do I have those cards dealt for me? Your higher self's like, listen, I am here and I am helping you and I am loving you through all of it. And certain experiences, they were there because it's leading you to where you want to be, okay? And with the 7, and Spirit is also saying, like, you're gonna be, if you don't realize it now, it's like you're gonna know it. You're gonna be like, whoa, like at some point you're gonna be like, oh, thank God, like, for everything, because if I hadn't experienced that, I wouldn't be the person I am today. So you're gonna feel good about it, okay? Now with the 7, this is like the 7th chakra, which is our crown chakra. And because it's shaded, to me, that means it's not activated, it's not healed. And this is your higher self saying, like, sometimes you block them off. And they're really trying to like say, hey, I'm helping you. I want to help you through this storm, through this flood in your life. I will really help you. I will really give you some comforting messages and love that will make you feel better. But you need to open yourself to me. That's what your higher self is saying. You need to make time to connect with me with this altar. All right, so let's look at the other charms. So we have this anchor with drop it. And then we have this sort of like Pegasus energy, this flying horse here. Yeah, it's like when you drop people or situation or past experiences that you've been holding on to, that you've been replaying in your mind and that you kind of identify yourself through. Your higher self's like, let that go. That's not who you are. You're this beautiful, powerful soul who has a lot of potential, who has a lot of gifts, who is not defined by the experiences you went through. When you learn to drop that, it's like that's when you really become anchored in who you are. That's when you really become grounded in who you are, where you're comfortable and secure with who you are. And that's when you really take off and fly. That's when you see the magic of yourself and the magic of the possibilities in this world. It's like clearing out. It's like when your energy is really stuck in some area, it's like you can't see the magic, you can't see the opportunities, even if they're there. And it's like when you finally get rid of it, that's when you see the magic. That's when you can really take off and you can like go different ways dependent on what you want, what you intend in this life journey, okay? That's when the magic really happens for you. With the shooting star, that's when you can go after those dreams. All right, and then we have the 6 of Swords, all right, on the 8 of Cups. So let me see what that means over there for you guys. Yeah, this is just like whatever was heavy on your mental body with the Swords energy, whatever was troubling you and disturbing your peace, it's like you don't want to put up with that anymore. It's like, why? Like, I've been through it. It's, you know, it's kept me stuck, and it's like you just don't want to deal with it. And your higher self's like, it's time to walk away from that. And you know it, you feel it deep within you. So what is it that has been troubling you in the mental body for a very long time? Now it's time to search for fulfillment, for happiness. It's to walk away from that energy. Then we have this Eiffel Tower in reverse and Ace of Cups. This is like believe in romance again. Envision what you want in a romantic partner and love, and set your sights extremely high. Dream big in terms of what you want in a relationship, in a commitment, in a family, in your work, you know, in your friends. Like, dream big, and you can have it. That's what your higher self is letting you know. Okay. Whoa. So we have a wolf and it's howling in the moon and it looks happy. Okay, it reminds me of an alpha wolf. It's through the times where you had to really stand on your own, sometimes had to go away from the pack, or you felt lonely in life. Your higher self is like through those periods, they were kind of like hibernation, they were healing, they were very necessary. And it's like you can finally be released from that. It's like your higher self's like, you don't always need to be alone, okay? There's a new beginning for you. It's like where you have felt alone for a long time, there's a new beginning of connections coming through, really deep, fulfilling connections that are very lasting. That's going to make you feel very free and happy. Yep, you're finally, again, with this, like the swords energy, like being hanged, you know, feeling restricted, feeling like you can't get out of this situation. Your higher self, it's like it was always dependent on you making that decision to release the burdens, release the heavy emotional baggage, and to cut yourself from these self-inflicted chains and to walk towards a new direction that brings you fulfillment. It's always dependent upon you and what you want, okay? But yeah, so now let's pull out our final animal charms. We have the wolf. That's so cool. You know why I say that? Because for one of the other groups, they had the rat as one of the cubes, the divination cubes, and then their animal rune was also a rat. And look, you guys have the wolf and the wolf. Okay, so yes, the guidance in the wolf. Yeah, where you sometimes felt alone or like you didn't have people to connect with, your soul tribe, it's like your pack is coming through. And I also feel like love, it's romance, it's deep, it's true, it's real, that's coming into your experience right now. You're not gonna feel alone anymore. You're gonna feel really connected and it's gonna feel pretty damn good. Okay, and then we have Spirit Vision Eagle and it's in reverse. All right, so Spirit Vision and Eagle, again, it's saying, you know, fly high, release everything that is holding you down. It's time for you to rise. It's time for you to soar to new heights. All right. And it's like your spirit is wanting you to do this. It's like your spirit is wanting you to, it can't be where it's at anymore. It's just like, we got to go to new places. We have to live. And I just see you really soaring high. I feel like you're going to break a lot of boundaries, boundaries that you have imposed on yourself, okay? Boundaries that you have held yourself tied to. And it's like, you know, it starts with what you want, your desire, your vision of what you want. And then that's when you release yourself and soar, okay? All right, so those are your messages, you guys. I hope they've been helpful. You know, make some time to connect with your higher self. There's a lot of love and support coming, okay? So I'm sending you guys lots of love. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Welcome back, group 5. So you guys chose the pyrite crystal. And we are seeing what your higher self wants you to know at this time, what messages they want to provide for you, okay? To give you some clarity, to give you some guidance, and just some help. So, and some love. So let's see what comes through. We have fire elemental. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. So your higher self is coming in strongly and asking you to light the fire within your soul, your soul's passions, your desires, your heartfelt wishes and intentions. What is it? It's time to step into that and to take action on that, okay? So let's get some more. I feel like you're being really turned on. You're really coming to life. You're awakening to your own majestic power right now, to the fire within your heart. It's blazing really strong right now. So let's get more guidance. Simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. Yeah, your higher self really wants you to clear out any clutter. And this is a theme I've noticed in most of the readings for this pick a card, because there's a lot of extra stuff that really clouds up our space, and it restricts us from doing things that really excite us. So your higher self is like, time to clean up, time to remove any excess items, physical belongings, like, you know, do like a overhaul of everything you have and just get rid of things that really take up space and time and energy. Okay, and this is also in the mental body. You know, clean up the mind. You know, what are things you think about a lot that are really not even like helping you or supporting you, and just get rid of it. So a nice deep clean is good. Maybe reorganization in your house or your room. Maybe if you have stuff in storage, to clean that out, you know, things like that. Stick with it. All right. So your higher self is like, you are going the right direction, okay? You are definitely ascending, and they're like, keep going, okay? Don't give up. So whatever you're working on right now, whether you're like, should I go forward with this idea, or I've tried it and it's just not really producing the results I want, your higher self's like, no, you're right, keep going, okay? There's a lot of beauty, a lot of magic that's going to be revealed to you. Like, you can't see it right now, but just trust it and go with it. So let's get some more guidance for you guys. And the number 44 came out, which is a master number. It also represents your angels and your spirit team supporting you through whatever project, goal, desire that you want right now to manifest. There's a lot of green. There's a lot of abundance that's going to come through it, okay? And it's definitely involved with something that really excites you, okay? That motivates you to wake up, to pursue. So we have 2 of sacred circles, 7 of staves, 8 of sacred circles. Okay. So with the 2 of sacred circles, what's coming through is your higher self is telling you that you're connecting with your spirit guides and through other beings who are trying to help you at this moment in your life, in your financial stability, in your resources, and being grounded on the physical reality, okay? And with the feather here, it's like, trust these messages, these ideas that come into play, because there's a direct communication occurring right now from your higher self, from your spirit guides that are really helping you through your life right now, through the practical details, through the bigger picture details. There's a lot of information coming through, and your higher self is like, listen to that guidance and go forward. 7 of staves, and also the infinity symbol. So as I pick this up, your higher self wanted me to point out the infinity symbol. That's significant for you guys, okay? There's a connection in place right now too, a romantic connection, and you're getting guidance. You're getting this sort of like knowing feeling, and your higher self's like, trust that, okay? So you'll know exactly how that applies for you. But I do feel like it's with the soulmate relationship there. Okay, so we have the 7 of staves, and like what I got from this was an initiation. It's like walking the grand hall of masters, and it's like you have paid your dues, you've gone through soul lessons, you've really completed a lot of things with your shadow self. You've gone through some self-awareness, and it's really time to like go after this pearl, this big treasure that's like calling for you. It's meant for you. It's like, I feel like you're one of the great masters. You're gonna have some sort of creative expression, some sort of fiery drive that you have right now that's really pushing you towards your destiny. And it's like, believe that you have what it takes. It's like you're one of like these higher self. Oh wow, okay. It's like 2 things are coming to play, like masters, like the top tier of the field of any profession, or like big names in history, like who have accomplished huge things. It's like you belong in this hall, okay? And it's also saying like the higher selves. It's like when people have trusted in their higher self for the big dreams, like Nikola Tesla, like Mark Twain, like, you know, anybody through creative expression, like Rembrandt, you know, they trusted this inner calling. They trusted the passion within, and they didn't let any other voices or doubts of others or whatever like get in their way. They just went ahead. And that's what your higher self is saying. It's like, go ahead. You are one of the greats. Seriously. And then we have the 8 of Sacred Circles. So the 8 of Sacred Circles, what does your higher self want you to know? Yeah, you know, they're telling you that you have things that you can build on, okay? There's still things like resources, information, ideas that will keep on adding to where you're going, okay? It's like, I feel like what they're trying to, like your higher self is trying to tell you, like maybe you're like, I need to have all of this before I can go forward, right? Or I need this in place before I can make the next step. And your higher self is like, listen, like all the things will come into place. Just keep going. Just keep doing your skill. Just keep going forward in what you're wanting to manifest. And everything that needs to will show up. Like this is almost like a portal, like, or any like rings that you need to jump through. It's like that will happen for you. But right now what you want to focus on is keep on building on what you want. All right, so let's pull out some more cards. So we have look for fairies. This is nice. Okay, so a couple different things came through. One is pay attention to the dream time, okay? And your higher self is letting you know that your higher self and spirit beings that are really trying to connect with you to help you on your life journey, they will come in different forms. They will come in form of a fairy, an animal, a mythological creature, a tree, you know, something in nature. It'll show itself like that in a dream, or in waking reality when you're about, there's like a butterfly coming around. There's something that twitches in the leaves while you're taking a walk and you get this sort of like feeling. Or if you look at a mushroom and it just like, there's something interesting about it that really calls your attention. Your higher self is like, I'm connecting with you through that, okay? And you're also really connected to the fairy energies, through the nature energies, the nature beings. So it's really important for you to take time out and walk in nature and earth and connect. You're going to get a lot of information, a lot of guidance that's going to really support you. The fairies energies is a really fun, playful energy. It can really lighten your spirit. It can really make you feel magical and believe anything is possible. So it's a really great energy to connect with. I love connecting to the fairy realm. So we have four-legged and endurance. Okay, so to me this is talking about like your vitality, your strength for day-to-day commitments and activities, like your groundedness in the physical reality, like getting through the day. Sometimes some of you kind of get bogged down with like all of the little details and just worry like, can I reach my destination? Can I get what I'm desiring? And it's like your higher self is like, don't consume yourself with the overwhelming what ifs, or is it going to turn out like this, or like it's too much. Like they're like, clear that out, okay? Simplify your life. It's like that cluttered energy I'm getting that's kind of inhibiting you. They want you to release that and kind of just focus at the task at hand. Focus in the present moment, doing things little by little that you enjoy, that light you up, that excite you, whether it's in love, it's in work, it's in like projects that you're doing. Just focus on that is what they're saying, okay? You do have the endurance to get through 100%. But be very present, okay? Don't just think about the fruits of the labor, but think about the journey. Think about the actual process and enjoy that, okay? And be very, very present. And it's going to lead you there. 100% it's going to lead you there. So Spirit is saying, again, they want you to say, how can you simplify your life, Group 5? What can you get rid of that is just taking up space and time and energy, whether it's actually a physical, tangible thing, like stuff laying around, are maybe people in your life, maybe people who are taking too much of your time or energy, or phone calls, or like fishing through social media, you know, which I'm sometimes guilty of, but I'm really trying to work on. Like, simplify your life so your energy's not tied down to that, and you can focus on what really lights you up, because you have a craft and ability that's truly like a master's craft. So, messenger of emotion. We have, this is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. This is really sweet. So the message I'm getting for this is it's very much like somebody wanting to connect with you, who will show you a true side of themselves that you'll really be drawn to and you'll really like a new relationship coming through, or somebody you haven't spoken to in a while communicating, sending you a text, inviting you. Like, maybe there's been this long spell of like non-communication, but that's changing, okay? Also, if you get invited to events or parties or gatherings, definitely go. I feel like you're going to meet people who you'll really be happy, who will be in your life for a long time, whether it's a romantic connection or a friendship, like your tribe, okay? So that's really nice. Your higher self is telling you there's beautiful connections that are going to come through, that are going to be feeling really good, like emotionally. You're going to feel really content. You're going to really vibe with them. All right, so for this part of the reading, I'm going to pull out a card that represents something from somebody else, okay? And so your higher self will connect to the higher self of somebody else in your life. Somebody who you're thinking about right now, somebody who's impacting you, where it's going to be like a hidden truth, that something you've been wondering, and or something your higher self wants you to know about somebody else, okay? So let's see what it is. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet, you guys. Okay, so for the other readings, it was different. It was like, I regret lying to you. You know, one of them was like, I feel intoxicated around you. Like, it was different energies. But this one, it's so beautiful because it connects with this card right here. And this is what I was picking up. There's definitely that soulmate, that divine connection, somebody who really loves you. And this is a hidden truth, okay? So you probably know it. If you're connected to your intuition very strongly, you'll know it. But you may have had doubts, right? Because maybe this person doesn't really show it yet. Maybe they have fears, but they really love you. And they will communicate that with you. They will let you know. Oh, this is so sweet. Or it could be, if it's not a romantic connection, for those of you who have been really struggling with someone, like their higher self is telling you, I love you and I'm sorry, like what I'm doing through, you know, these fears and shadow side of my human perspective, you know, I'm still, that part of me is still learning on this journey, and it will grow from that. But I love you, and do not like try to mend whatever rifts have been between you and this person, okay? So that goes two different ways. All right, so now let's pull out our charms. This is so interesting what came out. Okay, so we have two shells. One of the shells is closed off here, and this beautiful white shell on four-legged endurance. And then this one is open. You see that? Like, okay. And so this with the endurance card, remember, this is kind of like you kind of sometimes stressing out whether you have what it takes to get to where you want to go. And sometimes that overwhelms you, and that closes off your energy with this closed shell. But then your higher self is like, open up, open your energy, open your passion, open your soul. Because I am telling you, you are one of the greats. You are a master, you're a creator. There is a treasure, a golden opportunity that exists for you if you step up and claim that for yourself, okay? So your higher self really wants you to open up to this belief of your value, of your worth, of you have what it takes, okay? And then we have via airmail, okay, and it was in reverse. And to me, that's saying when you're closed off in the mental body from messages and insights from your higher self, from the spirit realm, like this over here, when you get closed off from that, that's when you get burdened, okay? That's when you feel overwhelmed. That's when you doubt yourself. But when you open up your mind, when you open up your crown chakra, you're going to get that support and that you're on the right way, good job, keep going, we're here supporting you. And you have spirit guides in the animal form, like you have different beings who really want to connect with you. You have the bear energy too, and it's all there for you. And we all need that support because we all go through periods of doubt, but it's like you need to stop closing off that connection. So open that up to maybe meditation, stepping out in nature, doing affirmations, right? Things like that, like subconscious reprogramming to have thoughts of confidence. Like do all of that to help the mental body, to help your thoughts be supportive. Really think thoughts that support you, that encourage you to go forward, and monitor your thoughts. That's what your higher self really wants you to know, okay? So let's see. So we have the daily balance slip and this letter on the 8 of circles, sacred circles. So again, this to me is saying your higher self is like, listen, we have your back, okay? Source, me, your beautiful spirit beings, like we all have your back. Whatever information, message that you need, it will come to you. It will be shown to you like a miraculous little token, it'll pop up in your experience because we're going to help you with that. Or with like finances, you're worried maybe in terms of, can I afford this? Or can I make this change? Or like, is everything going to add up? Things like that, like the worries you have, your higher self is like, everything is going to be balanced. We're helping you with that, okay? Just believe in what you're doing, focus on it, believe that if you stick with what you're at, where you're at right now, you're going to get to where you will desire, okay? And we're helping you with the resources, the ideas, the support. It will come through as long as you follow your heart and your passion. We have your back, okay? I mean, your higher self's like, we have your back regardless, but it's like, if you doubt yourself and if you don't listen to the guidance, it just gets a little slower. But that's okay too, because there's always experience in every situation, okay? But they're just wanting to like give you the reassurance that don't worry about things not working out or not having enough, or if you have what it takes. They're like, you do, like this is meant for you. Like it's you and only you have this potential and this gift and this very specific area that you absolutely love, that you really get excited for, okay? That really like drives you forward. It propels you. This is meant for you, okay? But to believe in yourself and to keep going. Oh my goodness, that was a lot. Okay, so let's see. We have New Hope, the dolphin, that's in reverse. So your higher self is like, renew your hope, renew your motivation to stick with it. Sometimes you lose a little bit inspiration, you feel like you have a long way to go, and your higher self's like, hope is really important. Keep that hope alive. Find ways to motivate yourself. Maybe create a vision board and like, this is where I want to go, and like look at that every morning. But find a way to always rekindle that hope. So then we have opportunity with the chameleon, and we have time to move with migration. And then we have act now with the gecko. And so the gecko is reminding me of these, I don't know if they're fire salamanders, but they're in the beginning when I saw them. And I was getting the message that you have to act. You have to take the steps. You have to make the move. And that's really important, to take action. So whatever it is that you're wanting to create, that you're wanting to manifest, it's really important to take the action steps that you're guided every day. Find some time, or like 5 times a week, make a plan and act. That's really important. So there's a beautiful opportunity that's opening up for you, okay? There's a beautiful door, a portal, that treasure. There's something that's really meant for you. It's a big pivotal point in your life journey, okay? It's a big destiny point, and it's gonna really rock your world, okay? So be open and receptive to this opportunity. So for some of you, this is literal, like you may move, you may travel. For some of you may like get married, and you know there may be some big move like that, or some of you may go back home. But definitely there's some travel, there's some movement, like physical movement. And for others of you, it's like this is like really time to take action and move on your plans, on your goals. There's going to be this like propelling of energy forward, okay? Like when you've worked on things, and if they've been a little bit halted or delayed, it's like finally things are going to be like really surged forward. There's like a beautiful energy pushing forward, and you're going to feel it, okay, with certain opportunities, with certain relationships. All right, and we have one final piece of charms. Okay, so we have like two little people fighting. We have the raven, and then we have this sort of person with like a club. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so you know what, I'm actually gonna pull out one more because I'm getting a message for all three of these, but I just want to get one more clarified before I go into that, because I actually got two separate messages, and I will say both of them, but I just want to get a clarifier, because that's a new sort of energy message coming through that your higher self wants you to know. Princess of Cups. Okay. There has been an experience in the past where there's been this sort of bully or unkind energy, okay? Somebody you had to deal with who was aggressive, who honestly wasn't very evolved, okay? And there was that tension, that conflict. You didn't feel good around this person. This could be in the past or it could be currently, okay? And there's just something very deceptive about them. They weren't clear. They weren't transparent with the crow. But your higher self is saying you need to free yourself from that now, okay? And like whatever has happened has transpired for a reason. There's always growth in every experience, and this person's kind of like shrouded over and like covered. There's a lot around them. It's like you have to simplify your life, which means you have to remove from the overgrowth, from the weeds in your life, from the heavy layers, through this relationship, through that experience you had, and to shrug it off and to basically become naked and like remove all of the heaviness and step up and open your heart, open your soul to different types of relationships where people are loving and supportive and kind, because that's what you deserve, okay? Not everyone is going to be like what happened here in your past, okay? And your higher self is like, time to release that, time to shed those layers and those experiences that hurt you. You've learned from those experiences, and it's time to stand up tall, no more shrouded, and open your heart and give of yourself in a generous, loving way, and to believe in romance and love and kindness and all types of relationships, okay? That's what your higher self wants you to know. So that was a collective message. Oh, look, this one flipped. This is interesting. Okay, and so for the other message, and I'll take this as flipped, it was with the black crow, and this is like magic and mystery and the unknown, okay? And you can interpret it in many different ways. For that second energy coming through, there's a lot of things brewing in the unseen reality, a lot of magic, a lot of like things percolating, and it's coming into manifestation for you. That's going to be really potent and big. This is reminding me of like Mount Olympus, like where the gods live, okay? There's something meant for you in your destiny that's going to really make you shine and stand out above everyone else. You're going to be really recognized. It's very, very, very important is what I'm getting for you guys, okay? You're gonna get a lot of abundance too, okay? I feel like it's gonna be big, a big change in your life where maybe even struggling, you know, or just getting by, or kind of comfortable and happy with where you're at, to like this place of like really high abundance, really high recognition, just really excelling in your field and being recognized for it, okay? And it's like a lot of magic that's happening for you. It's gonna feel really miraculous. All right, so those are your messages from your higher self. And you know, it's really great to connect and meditate, you know, a few minutes a day. Your higher self is your best friend, your supportive network who will want to get you through this life journey on earth. And yeah, that's it for you guys. I'm sending you guys lots of love, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.